Good morning and welcome back. It is still Monday, December 14th, 2015. This is still the morning edition on I-24 News, and thank you for staying with us. Old age, memory loss, and neurodegenerative conditions are a harrowing and often disheartening experience for tens of millions of people around the world. A widespread phenomenon, incurable and untreatable, of course, which is usually the story of a family tragedy and a foreknown ending, sadly. But that's not the personal story Twilight of Life, the movie, tells. This Israeli documentary by Sylvain, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Sylvain, last name? Sylvain, I'm going to go for Sylvain, okay. Tenderly portrays his own experience with his mother in her 90s as he accompanies her in a journey down life path. The twist? It's an endearing journey full of joy, hope, and wonder, offering a very, very unique take on dealing with the neurodegenerative condition. I'm joined in studio by the director of Twilight of a Life.
Hello.
Hello, hello. You're going to say your name out loud again.
Yeah, my name is Sylvain Bigeleisen.
Sylvain. We're going for Sylvain. Before we do anything else, I want us to take a look at the trailer of Twilight of a Life, which is a phenomenal way of taking a look at something that is basically, you know, the saddest thing that can happen to us. Let's take a look.
Je suis en train de faire un film sur toi et sur moi.
Très beau, très bien. En général, ça les rapporte rien. On montre un film, c'est qu'il rapporte, il rapporte à qui?
Bah écoute, en principe, au producteur et au réalisateur.
Ah, quand même. Il y a des gens qui pensent à ça.
Tu sais quoi, je te prends comme mon conseiller. Avec toi, je risque peut-être de gagner de l'argent dans ma vie.
Peut-être. Les émotions, c'est quoi? Ça rapporte.
Sylvain. Okay, I mean, this is, first of all, you know, when did you make the decision to document your mother throughout her last years?
After a few weeks, when I saw that she was recovering, and because the doctor said that she won't stay long, so say goodbye, take your time, and but she stayed. And she,
How long did you stay after the doctor
2
said
years. So I had an opportunity to be with her for 2 years, and it was like always with a crescendo. It's very interesting and with a lot of humor and a lot of sensitivity. I discover new aspects of my mother.
Like what?
Like being very gentle, because, you know, being a Holocaust survivor, she had always to fight for life, and everything was tough. Yeah. So, but at the end of her life, she allowed to cry, to be emotional, to touch. You see, things that I've never experienced when I was a child. I had the opportunity to experience it being a 65 years old child.
Now, when it comes to she basically had dementia and neurodegenerative condition, correct?
Well, more, let us say, general condition, very bad. From time to time, dementia, but not the main issue. Right. And the doctor said because also all kind of things which she had in her body that it's a question of weeks. But something happened, and then she recovered her thoughts, and there was a very nice way to dialogue. And that's very important. How can we dialogue? But my mother said, you know, a caress is a language.
Touching. Yeah.
So it's not only by words that we connect. We can connect by body language. We can connect by music. For me, the guitar was a way to communicate with her, because it was like playing songs that she really liked. Mm. So I had an opportunity to create an environment which allowed her to be fully herself.
Fully herself. But it's, I want us to pause for a second and look at the, you know, at the medical umbrella, so to speak, of, because your mother, as we said, is one of tens of millions of people who suffer what they call neurodegenerative conditions, such as, and then they become Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. I'm joined on the phone by Professor Yael Lavie, Deputy Head of the Neurology Department at the Wolfson Medical Center. And Professor Lavie, I want to thank you for joining us. When it comes to the brain, when it comes to neurodegenerative conditions, Alzheimer's or not, Where do we stand even at this point? Because I think so many people around the world are wondering, are suffering from that. It's usually our mothers or fathers or grandparents. When it comes to the research itself, what do we know about combating it? Are we anywhere close to, doing something in order to not just, prevent it or stop it?
First of all, a good day.
Good day.
Now, we know generally about neurodegenerative diseases. We know in most of them the mechanism. Not 100%, but we know. The main thing is that we don't have any control on this mechanism. We can change. I will bring, for example, the case of Alzheimer. There is a changes in consumption of what we are calling amyloid substance in the brain, and we have a tau. For years, we were sure that the main thing is amyloid. We looked after amyloid. We measured the amyloid. Right. Now we know that the main point is not the amyloid, but the tau substance. So we know more or less how does it go. We don't know exactly yet how can we control. In the case, in the Alzheimer, in the Parkinson disease, it's a little bit easier because we have some control on changing. In Alzheimer, for example, now today, we know that we can change the amyloid. They are now updating a couple of studies that are in very positive, very promising studies, and most probably some of the substance will go into the market in, let's say, 1 to 2 years to stop the right. amyloid. But as I say, we know now that we have also to act about the tau, not only the amyloid. So we are going forward, but not enough.
But not enough, sadly. I want to thank you, Dr. Lempel. That says when we're talking about how to control, or how to interact with people who have neurodegenerative diseases, you, as you said, you play to your mother.
Yes. What I discover is, if I can say, that the circle of interaction is becoming narrow. But within the circle, a lot of things can happen.
No, completely. What is it that you played for her?
Well, first of all, I was playing some songs of Brel and Yiddish also, and all kind of
Yiddish, what, like Magana Yiddish Mama?
Like Tumbalai, Tumbalai, Tumbalai. And she was always singing with. But from time to time, I use improvisation because she was like losing her mind, not knowing who I was. Yeah. And I could take my guitar and say, hello, hello, mother, I'm here just for you. Just be quiet, I'm here with you. So that's a kind of improvisation I did with her, and she could cool down. You see, so I adapt myself to her situation, and with my guitar I could also improvise. But from time to time I wrote songs. And in the film there is a song which is a song that I liked very much to sing to her, but it's in French.
In French, okay.
Chante avec moi un chant d'amour de tous les jours qui rend heureux des gens comme toi, des gens comme moi, non, ça ne se voit pas. À chaque coin de rue, alors chante avec moi.
I don't know. Ami is so delightful. Sivan, let's do this. We have Ami Kaufman, who I cannot offend, and we're going to do a web review. But before this whole segment ends, we're going to go back to the song, and Ami and I will try and hum along, okay?
Because I don't know French.
I know French, we'll hum along. So Sivan, listen up, because I think you did a beautiful thing. I think one of the most amazing things in that film is that you show that throughout all the sadness of death, there can be, I don't want to say happiness, but it doesn't have to be tragic.
And there is optimism, and that's why so many people go to see the film and comes and, wow, I'm breathing, I'm open, thanks. It's increased, it's incredible.
And it's that bit, and it's what people usually do. Look at this transition, as they're looking for solace as opposed to music on the internet. Yes.
Let me give you